I'm at hospital today, so I don't know how long I'm going to be there. But if I get back in time, I'm going to do a full moon read. The full moon is about 6:30 GMT. I don't know what it's like everywhere else, so you'll have to go by that. It is in Leo, so we talked about it in the monthlies a lot, so keep your eye on it, you know what's going on. I've also posted Ablas's Astrology for the full moon, so if you've got any sense, you'll watch that. Because there's no point in being given the signs if you're not taking notice of them. So let's see then. Today's card will be a Hierophant. He is psychic, just like the High Priestess. He is the yang to her yin, if you like. Very spiritual, but he is more institutionalized spirituality. She is a free spirit. So she is more pagan, he's more Bible. So let's see. Son started singing, but I'm not going to steal his happiness. So. And if you wear the washing machine, I can't do about that either. I've got to get stuff done even if I am not here half the time. And we cut on the Hierophant, did you see that? Okay. There he is. It's neutral energy because it's today's card, but it does mean we are blessed. Perhaps 3 blessings today. And keys. And the names Simon and Peter. All relevant. Plus the throat chakra. So let's have a butcher's and see what's going on. Impatience. Not wanting to wait any longer. Wanting to control things and have them your way. That's not going to work. You'll set your world on fire if you do that. 4 years is mentioned, 3 days. There's a labyrinth, a maze behind his head, which the song is, I believe, well, they told me it's a Dave Bowie one. I've forgotten what it's called now. I've got the melody there, and it's something from that film. I remember watching it. It was When the World Falls Down, I think it is. It'll be interesting to see if the wild card comes out. But the labyrinth is important for some reason. A puzzle, a maze, somewhere you feel you have to navigate yourself way through. You can only do that with love, unconditional love. There may be a Cancer person in your life, or Cancer cusper. So early Cancer is a Gemini's, late Cancer is Leo. But it's somebody that's unconditionally loving. There's no strings attached. They just love you regardless. Unlike this person who's stubborn and wants to control others. They want things to stay the same. So you're with the wrong team. The foundations aren't strong enough, and you've lost a pentacle now because of your impatience, your stubbornness, and your control. And to study maybe that you failed because these last 3 years haven't been easy. Somebody breathing down your neck with a clipboard. Whatever it is, it's not your team and you need to find a new one. So travel may be indicated for that, and you have to find the yin to your yang. There's the white and the black horses that need to stay in harness and work together. Be focused on the path. Medical issues are good, which is good, and cancer mentioned again. So I think for many of us, especially me, because I'm a cancer, they're telling us to take back control and not to worry about medical matters, but start looking after yourself more. Some of you could be purchasing a new car. The 7 or 25 is positive. The breast, the womb, the mother energy. Bless 3 times, like I said. It's having belief in yourself and others, but that's neutral because it's today's card. And the 16. Somebody's brushing things under the carpet, this stubborn person who's impatient, who's with the wrong team, trying to keep the peace at all costs because they don't want these walls to come down, either to become vulnerable or for their ivory tower to fall. So they have to hang on to the old way of doing things. They have to be in control all the time. And we know that don't work because impatience, stubbornness, and trying to be in control all the time, eventually the dam will burst. So you're just avoiding the inevitable. 16, Neptune energy. Because things become very, very clear and not 1 but 2 towers will fall. So your walls will come down and something will be destroyed. Because you see clearly. It is the moon card, the full moon, Leo. It becomes very, very clear now which wolf or dragon to feed. You have both inside, the yin and the yang, the shadow and the light, and whichever one you feed is the one that wins. So we need to keep that balance. And finally you find that. It becomes very, very clear. But it's also clear that it's not an easy path. This is a path of blood and tears. But you will see clearly what has to happen. Oops. So far, Cancer, possibly Pisces are mentioned. And maybe even Scorpio. 18 is positive, 16 is negative. 7 and 25 is positive. Yeah, find a new team. You've got the red light there, red flags all over this. You need to travel and find your new team. And it may take another 3 years, but it will profit. Possibly a new business. And Spirit being saying this for ages, open a new business. Anything to rival the big companies because they're going to be needed. The old style butcher, baker, candlestick maker, fish merchant, whatever you want to be. But it's got to be affordable. So people can go to you rather than the big stores. People want to take back control, but it's so hard when everything is monopolised. So, yeah, it's a toxic situation with this control merchant. I don't know who it is. Possibly Capricorn energy, but it's toxic. It's also, it doesn't have to be a Capricorn person. It can be when Capricorn is prominent in the astrology. Not sure if it is, we'll have a look. But the 15 is negative. Somebody wants to put you in shackles. Somebody wants to be your puppet master. And some of you will go along with it because you'll be seduced by sex or finances. Trying to keep up with the Joneses or trying to keep the standard of living you've always had. Caring too much about what other people think. It's becoming too heavy a burden now. You can't keep doing that. You need to release that burden. There is an unreliable, unpredictable friend, possibly Taurus. It is the Minor Arcana of the Empress. So she is either a Taurus of any gender. The early Taurus is Aries, late Taurus is Gemini. Somebody in uniform, somebody with a darker complexion. But most of all, it's an unreliable, unpredictable friend, probably female. Too many. Yeah. So, we have the pot stirrer again. Those that stir the shit pot should be made to lick the stick. They love the drama. It's all they live for. As long as they're getting attention, they don't care whether it's positive or negative. 5 weeks. They want to win at all costs. They will cut their nose off to spite their face, and they're not interested in who they hurt to do so. What they don't realise is there's no winners in this game, and everyone will regret it. So, again, at 7 and 25, massively important, twice. They've given us the double up on both cards there. So they've got what they want to say out already. We really don't need to go any further. But because it's not clear to us, we keep clarifying. So purchase of a new car or something to do with 2 vehicles. Mother energy. Health issues to do with the breast and womb healed. 7 or 25, massively important. Positive energy. Cancer. And there she is. The same one as that one. The 3 or 30. The negative energy. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You must leave this area, this part of your life behind. Arguments with the divine feminine, so the most important feminine in your life. Mother Earth is angry. You're not grounded. You cannot grow. There can be no fertility. There can be no pregnancies in this situation. So, but above all, it's arguments with the woman. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Mothers have been mentioned more than once. There could be a sporty, immature air sign energy. So that could be a child or just somebody who is immature. They are watching. They are communicating rapidly and fast, but they may be up to no good. They're very witty, but can be sly. And in the overall energy, the external energy, is that Scorpio female. So reproductive organs, which is negative, nothing can grow in barren lands. It could be a termination or a failed pregnancy. Don't think so because we haven't got the Ten of Swords. But it could be, maybe a long time ago. So it's reproductive organs and shared resources. And for all I know, you could be buying a car, a red or a white one, for £2,507. I don't know, because spirit can be that exact. You just got to know what they're telling you. The answer is yes to any question you've got. A new team. You're being too impatient. Give it a chance. 9 months. So there could be a pregnancy, but not yet. Something cannot grow yet because you have to bring that tower down. 9 months. Yeah. So in somewhere in this situation, the person that loves unconditionally is now depressed, feeling drained, feeling empty, and possibly unwell. So Cancer energy, again, they've given it twice. So, like I said, illness could be an issue. There is perhaps a rejection or unrequited love here. Like I say, early Cancers are Geminis, late Cancers are Leos. Over emotional, not in charge of your emotions, and somebody possibly drinking. We've got conflicts and competition, bickering, making mountains out of molehills for 5 days. And again, that stubbornness. So we've gone back to this one. When they repeat the cards this often, we've got the message. Somebody refuses to let go, and if you love something, truly love something, you will let it go, because you know that's what's meant to be yours will always be yours, and no one can take it from you. So stop trying to control things. Stop being so stubborn. Let go and let spirit deal with it. 4 years. And the moon again. So this situation, because we're going back into the past, this situation that was unclear, where we were torn, now becomes very, very clear. That struggle, internal struggle, where we was unable to decide which path to choose and spreading ourselves too thin, has to end. That tower must come down. But there are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. If you're lucky enough to have a relationship where there is equal reciprocity and give and take, then this isn't your read. This is for those who have tried to make others understand and banging their head because they can't. It's too much of a burden. They're never going to see it your way. Be it in a relationship, at work, wherever it is. You're wasting your time. So you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. 6 years. And there is ungratefulness for some, inadequacy for others, comparing yourself to others. Comparison isn't your friend. You are good enough, but don't wait for somebody else to fill your cup. Your cup is refillable. It's not half empty or half full, it's refillable. And with that 3 and that 7, this old situation has to end, because it's a 10. But you won't be starting from scratch, because you'll have the knowledge and the experience from the past to give you the chance to hit the ground running. So if it's a business, you might have to scale it down and do it from home for a while on the internet. But you'll know now what stock doesn't sell and what stock does sell. It's never, you don't have to give your dream up just because one way didn't work. There will be messages coming and possibly a check in the mail. Children, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn children, someone in uniform again, like I said, a younger energy, possibly, or darker complexion, or all of the above, or just some. The postman, messengers, communication. Somebody has been put at the gates of hell, high priestess, sacrificed so that someone else can have what they want. The devil, there he is, Persephone's husband. The yin to her yang, some would say, but she wasn't happy. She did learn to love him. She wasn't happy because he took her choice away to choose. He didn't ask, he just took for granted. So, poor Persephone is still in the gates of hell then, and it's because she is unable or unwilling to speak, perhaps protecting others, and something negative has been put into her aura, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. So medications that you take, you could suddenly get an allergy to. Any injections, we know what that means. And just don't sacrifice yourself at somebody else's altar for whatever reason. 229 is negative. So there it is, the messenger. A message is coming. Number 27. And hieroglyphics are just like our emojis today, emojis, whatever you want to call them. Who knows whether we've been here before and that was their text speak. It's the 3rd house of Gemini. So it's the 3 of Pentacles, and they gave us it first. That was it, wasn't it? So the this is the message they want us to know. You're not with the right team, the red flags. It's time to get a new team. Don't be stubborn. The name Ray could be important or Bradbury. And drink. Somebody is drunk. Don't send those drunk texts. You must stay drunk on writing, so reality cannot destroy you. Words have power, and the High Priestess knows it. That's why she stays quiet. Now is the time to get your point across. With this card, you may also get clearer direction. Yes, definitely. Clarity in the way to proceed. It represents your neighbourhoods and siblings. It's the area in the astrological chart where we reveal what we think, speak and communicate. It signifies our need to know and demonstrates how we put our concepts and thoughts into words. You are in search of answers and in need of unlocking mysteries, but your mind is agile and you are able to grasp every detail right now. You may wish to express this mental suppleness through writing, speaking, researching subject matter that has intrigued you. Libraries call to you, and you may suddenly wake up with an idea that could turn out to be very lucrative. You may even be toying with the idea of writing a book, starting a blog, perhaps a screenplay, or a position at a local media news outlet. There couldn't be a better time than now. As well as dreamy or imaginative writings and poetry, the third house also represents dexterity, swiftness, curiosity, and figuring out the mechanisms of what might makes things work. So this could mean expressing yourself about something rather technical. The third house, more than any other, is the house of the mind. Mercury is about giving and receiving information. When this card turns up in a reading, there is a need to uncover all that you can and relate that information to others, the message. Also an area of commerce and sales, so the new business. When the third house card presents itself in a reading, it can indicate a time of buying or selling and becoming involved in retail or transactions made over the internet. Issues dealing with siblings may come up. There may be questions you must resolve to do with brothers and sisters. Your neighbours may even be going through some changes. Expect it to look different. It might indicate secretive actions carried out at night. Secrets, yes. Perhaps meetings or even vandalism or burglaries are possible. Look for noise and radical change that you may not be happy with. It could mean that an area will start to appear old or decrepit. And the truth, careful how you put your thoughts and feelings into words. Other people are not going to be as warm and receptive to your words and ideas as you'd hope they would be. You'll be talking your way into or out of tough situations. However, you are mentally able to grapple with issues and sort them out. Important documents and other paperwork are indicated. Do not sign anything with the devil card there. This isn't your everyday piece of paper shuffling. The matter will be more significant than usual. This card also indicates a fortunate time to start a business of your own. What did I say? Perhaps working in translation, creating software, the emojis, or something to do with deciphering codes and messages. What did I say? It's a puzzle. It's something you have to fit the pieces in for yourself. You may also become involved in studying other languages or anything related and working towards a common good. Meditation and relaxation are suggested when this card presents itself. Your thoughts are likely inspired ones and you could have psychic and mediumistic communication. But if you don't know what you're doing, this could bring you many problems. So don't mess with what you don't know. And always protect your energy. There's a lot of internet witches and stuff that think they know what they're doing. Trust me, they don't. Short journeys, the neighbourhood, siblings, Don't sign any documents. There will be communications and possibly rumours. And we have the Green Woman, the mother energy again. So there she is. And the mother is mentioned with the Chariot twice. So we know we've got the right message there. Number 31. The Maiden, the Mother and the Crown. The 3 life cycles of woman. 3 generations of family. The Green Woman speaks to us through nature. She is nature, Mother Earth, and she's not happy, is she? She's also a feminine aspect of ourselves. We are part of nature. There is no separation. She comes to us to remind us of our femininity, that of being vulnerable, what I say, bring the walls down, nurturing, supportive, flowing, gentle, caring, loving. So many qualities of the feminine that are so often overlooked. This feminine energy is needed to balance the masculine, the yin to the yang. Where are you needing the soft caress of the feminine in your life right now? Have you taken on the masculine role because things just need to get done and you don't have the time to nurture yourself? We're all in that boat at the minute, I think. Are you surrounded by masculine energies and feeling vulnerable? The feminine is a powerful force indeed, not one to be looked at as lesser than the masculine. Both need each other. Both are important. But when one gets out of balance, we must remember to bring these energies back into balance. The need to become one again with nature. Are you feeling separate and not in tune with the seasons? Are you pushing yourself against the flow or not in tune with the pace of that around you? Nature works slowly and yet everything still gets done. Nature is not comparing itself. What did I say? Well done, Spirit, you've managed to... Every word I've said. Comparing itself to everything around it. It simply goes about its business and doesn't matter about being the best. It just simply is. So try competing with others and it will bring you down. There are so many insights we can learn about ourselves by becoming one with nature, observing, listening and feeling and being. If you wish to learn more about yourself, learn about the natural world around you. So in the same way that if my mediumship was copied by someone else, even if they had mediumistic qualities, they wouldn't get the messages that they're meant to get because they're ignoring their own talent, their own, how can I put it? So if I do like music, I'm not by any means a connoisseur of music and know names and stuff like that. I always forget them, but I love music. And that's why I think they gave me one of my guides as a DJ. However, it may be that somebody has more classical tastes and would know more about classical music. It may be that another would be very interested in gardening. So their signs and their cards should be of a botanical deck because they have that knowledge already and they know what it means. Straight away they can see what it means. So never compare yourself or try to copy anyone else. There is only one of you in this world and you are unique. So your signs will be something totally different. Your signs could be, if you even if you're just at home doing the pots and you see birds in the garden, your signs will be, oh, that little bird, I've seen that little bird before and it was an important day. So now you know that when that little bird arrives, be it a robin or anything else, it's going to be the same sort of day. Number 1 is important. The dragon. So it's born in the year of the dragon, the Capricorn energy. But above all, it is, which dragon do you feed? The shadow or the light? Or can you keep a healthy balance? And looking after yourself. Caring for yourself, or there will be no one to care for others. And 50. So let's see what it's all about, shall we? We'll start with the 50 because that's the overall energy. The pot. What did I say about stirring the pot? But this is a good pot. The wood burns and the pot heats up for the gathering of men so they can enjoy it. They gather around the hearth. One cannot nourish nourish others without alcohol. I've just said that. Blimey O'Reilly. Well done, Spirit. You're getting so quick at this. So, one cannot nourish others with our qualities. With harmony, one achieves good benefits. So first of all, you have to fill yourself up, be at peace with yourself. It is time of unity and brotherhood next to the pot, a favourable time. So the point is, getting together, making sure everybody's healthy, happy and warm is the most important thing. Community, we need to find community again. It has sadly been lost in this world and Spirit don't like it. They like to hear the laughter, they thrive on the laughter and the get-togethers. So make sure, even if you can't afford to go, if they've closed your pub down, I don't care what they've done, gather at someone else's house, take it in turns, whatever you have to do to keep in touch with your tribe. It's imperative that you do. Because heaven is meant to be a place on earth that you made for yourself. That happy place. You are creating, and I have quotes, the totality of continued movement brings in the day, so one step in front of the other. The capacity of elections are coming. The good path, take the right path for you. It doesn't matter what other people say or think. A good period for all initiatives under the cosmic inspiration. Your gut instinct will guide you on the path of real desire. Generosity and plenitude and pleasure will come when you follow your gut, your heart, the right path for you. Absolutely bloody beautiful. What have we got? I don't know, it's like Humpback Bridge, sort of. So what's it called? There it is. Thurisaz. But what does Thurisaz stand for? Let's have a look. Thurisaz. No, I don't want that yet. I want to know what it stands for. Boundaries. You need to put your boundaries in place. Thursday again, because Thor is mentioned, and thunder. That tower must fall. So, it is upright. The rune Thurisaz, suggests boundaries, which in old Norse times were often marked out by thickets of hawthorn, so that by extension it is important to know your own limits. When this rune appears, hasty decisions made now will be regretted later. So it's definitely not a time to forge ahead regardless, because of the rune's association with sharp objects, fangs and snakes, so those born in the year of the snake. So look out for accidents within the home, cuts at the very least. Thurisaz may indicate a time of personal risk, so I am getting stabbed, and there's no two way about that. There may be people around you who are being less than honest, or who do not have your best interests at heart in business matters, definitely. Especially extreme care must be taken, for there is a danger of being let down or betrayed. However, this can only occur if you're not sufficiently vigilant, so be warned. This rune may show that you will soon have to defend yourself and your actions, yes, because that Five of Swords can be very violent. However, it may also indicate that luck will arrive in the guise of a challenge. Tradition states that if it's used as a charm, the rune will blunt the words and weapons of your enemies. So draw it on a piece of paper and carry it around in your pocket. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. It is a stick with a triangle on the side in the middle. So, inverted. I'm going to give you the inverted meaning because you'll know then what's likely to happen if you don't heed that warning. If you are in any doubt about your actions, you must stop now. Red flags. There's the red flags. Do nothing at all. If you act hastily, you will have plenty of time in the future to repent your folly. An inverted Thurisaz emphasizes the warnings of its upright meaning and indicates that you are in danger of walking straight into a trap. So somebody is going to stir the pot. It also shows that you are likely to play into the hands of your enemies and that your own rash actions will prove to be your undoing. So take a step back and review your situation, especially if you've had alcohol. Stay away from it. Pause, reflect, and then you can proceed, but cautiously. So, we need caution. And the Morrigan Spirit the Celtic goddess, the Morrigan, rules psychological warfare. The psychic is being targeted because of it. Because we all felt it before it started coming clear to others, didn't we? So, fears, patterns of thought, self-defeating attitude, that's the Seven of Pentacles. Ghosts, hauntings, tricks and deception. Lack of clarity, a war with oneself. Because if somebody can get into your mind, they have won the battle. You may have seen how a fighter can successfully psych out his opponent. Your enemies will be doing that now. Globally, in the home or in the workplace, wherever it is, they are using your doubts and fears against you. When going into battle, the correct mental attitude is what's important. If you are at war with yourself, you leave a gap in your defences which your enemy will spot and exploit. If you are fighting for something, you must commit yourself completely to your cause. Don't doubt, don't waver. If you have serious doubts, perhaps you need to redefine your goals. Sometimes the only way to rid yourself of fear is to face that opponent head on with courage. And that's very true. So we are going to use the dice because I don't know where they've gone. I've lost the box of dice. God damn it. Oh, no I haven't. Thank you, Spirit. That's the one thing they're really good for. I've looked high in there for these and then they're just there. Thank you, Michael. So, Cancer, which we've got 7th house of Libra, fairness and justice, and Venus, which is sex and money. So, Venus is doing something in the astrology. We'll have a look. So 7th house is marriages and public enemies. So they're not even going to be quiet about it. They're just going to go for it and they don't care. They've got that cocky that they're doing it in the open. Relationships, matrimony, partnerships, unity, other people, projections, so projecting your wants and needs onto others, public enemies and lawsuits. So don't sign anything like I said. Venus in Cancer. Desires emotional satisfaction, but consistency. Sensuous, clinging, moody, emotional, possessive. Venus in Cancer falls emotionally, cautiously in love, and attracted to maternal types with money in the bank. So that's the Cancer, what we had at the beginning. The energy, we've got two Cancers, we've got two Chariots, all Cancer energy and the mother. So somebody who is clinging, maybe they have it in the chart. Thankfully, I've got other things that stop that happening. So I'm very independent. So what I'm going to do is look at the astrology. This is what I do for the other social media sites. I just do like a recap and send them the link. So the most important, we've got 18. We've got 725. We've got 15. 725 twice. 31. 27. All numbers that we've had before. 229. That one doesn't count because it's today's, but we'll do it anyway. 18. I think that's 16, yeah. So let's see then. We've got 50. Can't remember what the other one was. Have we got it there? Yeah, the 1. Forgot about that. So we've got 1, 2, 3 for starters. But it's a daily. I don't want to go too far in front. What have we got? Anything to do with today, Spirit, please? Or tomorrow. I'll let you have tomorrow because of the full moon. But I'm doing a full moon read, so. And there we are. So, Venus sextiled Jupiter yesterday. No, that's the wrong one. That's January, sorry. There's a lot going on. Full moon in Leo. Venus squares Mars. So Venus, like we said, she's in there. Sex and money. So sex and money and war, which is the arguments. The full moon will shine a light on what you really want deep down, so things become clear, like we said. If you are making long-range decisions, ensure that they align with your bigger picture, your values and your spiritual beliefs, which we started off with when I was waffling at the beginning, wasn't it? That they are the same energy of faith, the Hierophant and the High Priestess, the yin to the yang, but one is very institutionalized, the other is pagan and flies by the seat of the pants. Avoid arguments as they could become long term. So there we are. It's exactly what it says in there. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in the full moon read that Ablas did, he said something like that. Yeah, so we've got to keep biting our tongue like the High Priestess. If you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. It's not worth getting into it, because that's what they want. They can then win and blame you. So, do you want to win? Do you want to be happy? I'm getting sick of saying that. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.